Welcome to the English Project, the channel where we think in English and speak English. My name is Herman, and if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe. I will bring videos every single week. Today, I want to explain to you a topic that will help you understand another topic, indirect questions. And this is going to help you understand reported questions. But what are indirect questions? Well, actually, indirect questions are just a polite way of asking questions. They're very useful in the work environment, and they are very used when you are talking to someone that you don't know or to someone that you have no relationship with. I would say that they are extremely useful. Be sure to stay until the end so that you can see the quiz that I have prepared for you. Now, as I said before, indirect questions are a polite way of asking questions. And what are we going to do? We're going to take all those direct questions that you already know, and we're going to transform them into indirect questions. But to do that, we have to divide the questions into groups. And there are two main groups of questions: yes/no questions and information questions. And at the same time, we're going to divide them into the questions that we ask with the verb to be and the questions that we ask with all the other verbs. So basically, we are going to have information questions with verb to be and with other verbs, and yes/no questions with verb to be and other verbs. Let's see some examples. What are the questions that you are taught at the beginning of your English journey? How are you? Where are you from? What is your name? Where were you yesterday? How old are you? Is that your sister? Are you okay? You'll notice that all these questions are asked with the verb to be. Some of them are information questions and some of them are yes/no questions. The way we're going to make indirect questions is by following this structure right here. We are going to have something that is called a phrase. And you will see that there are many phrases for this topic in particular. Then we are going to have a connecting word or a linking word. And then we are going to have a sentence structure with a subject, a verb, and a complement. In this case, we are not going to use an auxiliary verb. You will see that in a few moments. Let's see this structure. What is the meaning of phrase? In this case, there are many phrases that you can use to make indirect questions. For example, do you know? Can you tell me? I don't know. I was wondering. I wonder. Connecting word or linking word. This is where we have to think. Do I have an information question or do I have a yes/no question? In the case that you have an information question, you are going to have to use the WH word from the direct question as your linking word. And in the case that you have a yes/no question, the linking word that you are going to use is going to be if, the sentence structure. This is where the majority of people have problems, because what they do is that they reproduce the question that they had before. And in this case, it's not possible. For this particular structure, you have to follow the formula that was given to you. In this case, the sentence is going to be subject, verb, and complement. Let's see that with an example. How are you? I'm going to use a phrase. I was wondering. Then my linking word is going to be how. And now I'm going to use a sentence structure. Subject, verb, complement. You are. So the result is going to be, how are you? I was wondering how you are. Where are you from? It's going to be the same. Now I'm going to change the phrase. I'm going to use, can you tell me? The linking word is going to be where, and now I'm going to follow a sentence structure. You are from. So the result is going to be, can you tell me where you are from? What is your name? I don't know what your name is. See that because I have to use a sentence structure, I have to change the position of the verb to be in this case. Now let's see that in a yes/no question. Is that your sister? I wanted to know if that is your sister. See that as a connecting word, I'm using if. Let's see another example. Are you okay? I was wondering if you are okay. Now that is very easy and we have completed verb to be. But what happens if we have other verbs? Like for example, work, like, love, etc. It's actually very easy. You're going to follow the same formula. You're going to have a phrase, you're going to have a connecting word, and then what you're going to have again is a sentence structure, a subject with a verb and a complement. But in this case, if you're asking a question, for example, what do you like? In that case, when you go to the sentence structure of the indirect question, you have to drop the auxiliary. Let's see that with an example. What do you want to see? I wonder what you want to see. In this case, you can clearly see which is the phrase that I'm using, which is my connecting word, and you can see that I am dropping the auxiliary for the simple present and I'm writing it as a normal positive sentence. In this case, you want to see. What happens if the question is in the past? Then in this case, not only do you have to drop the auxiliary for the past, but because you're using a sentence structure, you have to put the verb in the past. Let's see. What did you drink? Can you tell me what you drank? What happens if we're asking a question in the present perfect? What have you been doing? I was wondering what you have been doing. Remember to always use a sentence structure at the end of this formula, okay? That is the part in which students usually make the mistakes, okay? So the aim of this video is that you don't make those mistakes and that you use proper sentence structure. Now I'm gonna show you a few sentences and you can leave the answers down there in the comments and I will be glad to check them out for you. Change the following questions into indirect questions. Where have you been? Is he going to be alone? How can I help you? Where will she go? What is he going to do? Now remember that for phrase you can use actually whatever you want. Can you tell me? I don't know. I wonder. I was wondering. I wanted to know. That part is more or less free. What you really have to focus on is in your connecting word, your linking word, and that you follow a sentence structure at the end of this formula. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be leaving you a video right here so that you can expand your knowledge more in the English language. Remember to like, share this material with someone that might need it. Be sure to subscribe. I will bring you videos every single week. And stay tuned for more. Bye.